When I was thinking about this idea of those people who are not peaceful, the immediate kind of personality that came to my mind is those who are indulgent and those who are indisciplined. The indulgent and the indisciplined know no peace in their lives. For those who have read the book On Wings and Wheels, that light blue book by Swami Chinmayananda, he very explicitly says, the one who lacks discipline lacks contentment. The one who lacks discipline lacks contentment. And I even think about, she's not here today, but one of the chicks from DC, her younger brother, just emailed me saying that when I see my friends, all they want to do is the extreme. Extreme sleeping, extreme partying, extreme. And I did that for such a long time, and I was never able to find that peace that I wanted to. And now I'm slowly learning that moderation is the key to happiness. And this person is saying, recently wrote me this email saying that they are happier now. The people from DC know this individual. Proof. Just one of us is making the same comment that indulgence and indiscipline does not lead to peace. The reason why we are indulgent and indisciplined is because we don't have a long-term vision. We succumb to short-term pleasure and sacrifice long-term happiness. This is what you and I do on a regular basis. And we're going to reflect on this more, so just keep that idea in your mind. Short-term pleasure, long-term happiness. So far we've discussed that to value peace, to understand the true value of peace, I need to expose myself to those who are peaceful and to observe those who are not peaceful. I should do what the peaceful are doing. I should not do what those who are agitated are doing. As we begin to observe the peaceful and the peaceless, we come to understand who we want to be. Who do we want to be? The peaceful or the peaceless? The peaceful. Everyone in this room, everyone in this planet wants to be peaceful. Why? It's our nature. It is our nature to be peaceful. If you don't believe me, ask the group of chicks that were here this summer that proved that happiness is their nature. Ask them about it. Is there anyone in this room that's too happy? Is there anyone in this room that's too peaceful and wishes that they were more sad? How come? It's our nature. Is water ever too watery? No, it's its nature. Are we ever too happy? No, because it's our nature. If you had a choice to live in land or on air, what would you choose? Don't say, did I say land or air? I meant land or water. And everyone's like, yeah, water. But it's not possible. You die. So we choose land because it's our nature to breathe oxygen. It is our nature to want to be peaceful. This is how it is. So we all want to be peaceful, and we need to start beginning to do what the peaceful are doing. But we still do not do what the peaceful are doing. And this is why I'm saying is that we're still those intellectuals. And initially this is okay, because awareness is the first step to any solution, but it won't bring us the peace that we want. It's like if I have a disease, suppose I have cancer in my left arm. Having awareness of that is the first step towards a solution. But suppose I just add that awareness. Now I know it's there. Does the cancer go away? No. I need to do something about it. Just because I have an intellectual appreciation of this, what happens then? Nothing. It stays there. My father always, when I'm a business major, so my father always told me, he said, cash flow is very important in a business. Because if you have a lot of assets, but not enough cash flow, it's like having money, but it's in the safe. And you don't have access to it, and you can't use it. Why are we here? For happiness. But it's stuck in the safe, and we can't access the happiness. I'm bringing it up again and again for you and I. We Chinmaya missionaries who love to talk, but sometimes fail to walk. We have to value peace. We have to follow peace. So after exposing ourselves to the peaceful, learning from the peaceless, the next thing we need to do is observe our own choices. To observe our own behaviors, to study our lives. We're so used to looking outside for answers, and outside is not where the answers are. How do we know this? Peaceful Warrior, the greatest movie of all time. Any question you have in life, just watch Peaceful Warrior. And the Guru specifically says to Daniel, you're always looking for answers outside of yourself, but the only place where answers are inside of yourself. How many people do we know that they're having problems in their own family, but they're quick to give advice to other people? How many of us can advise our friends about relationship problems or job problems, but we have those same relationship problems and those same job problems? It's so easy to advise others. What about doing it? Which is why we need to assess our own behaviors. Have we ever taken the time to sit down with a piece of paper and write down what makes me happy, what makes me unhappy? Has anyone in this room ever done that, where you just sat down and tried to figure out what makes me happy in my life? What makes me unhappy in my life? Anyone? 2 out of 80. 3 out of 80. So 3.5% of the people here have taken the time to discover what the most important thing in life is, to be happy. 3.5% of us figure out what makes us happy, figure out what doesn't make us happy. We just go about doing things. Have we ever asked why we should get married? Have we ever asked, why should we have kids? Why should we work? Why should we live in America? Why should I come here? Why should I treat my brother and sister as my family? Why? Just because we're supposed to do it. What if it doesn't make me happy? Should I still do it then? I'm sure many of you have seen the movie 3 Idiots. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, please watch the movie. The typical person has not sat down to assess their life, to find out what's making them happy, to find out what's making them sad, because we're all just moving too fast. You all ran here after dinner. As soon as we finish here, we're going to run to the icebreakers, then run to the hotel, then run to Denny's, run to our bed, run to pretend to take a shower, run back here to yoga. And this is a microcosm. Imagine you can open up to the macrocosm. At 5 o'clock, we're going to run to our respective cities, run to check our email, run to work the next day, run to school the next day, and we just keep on running. Yes? Yes. Even if you're going like this, I'm saying yes. This is the way it is. We're all moving so fast, and we're all patting ourselves on the back. I move the fastest. I know the least about myself. That's what we're patting ourselves on the back for. I don't know what makes me happy. I don't know what makes me sad, but I'm moving fast.